Hello everyone, you're all very welcome to Think Tank 2. Think Tank is aimed at trying to solve some of society's most intractable problems, and we do that by bringing some great minds together from all sorts of disciplines and trying to get them to think a little bit differently.
The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is draw an apple. Hold up everybody whose apple has a stalk, but it's an exercise to prove how easy it is for us to come up with the same kinds of ideas.
I think what we have here is a really special way to gather collective intelligence and focus it on really tricky social problems.
So this is the first time we've got involved with Think Tank. We're really excited about the event. Creative design thinking is something that we're quite passionate about.
A lot of the time as humans we jump to conclusions very quickly. We come up with solutions without fully knowing the total context of what the problem is. Design thinking reverses your thinking for a while and gets you to investigate the problem more.
So it's great for us at events like this because we're actually posing a challenge about how we can influence decision makers to implement energy efficient solutions right across their organisation.
So we were trying to solve the problem of how to actually get that first touch that a consumer interested in taking up this scheme, and we came up with the idea of trying to advertise on bills and trying to make the loss salient to people on the bills. But there was a lot of other brilliant ideas in the room.
It's very refreshing to find people who have very different ideas from our own, and there's a great sense of collaboration and innovation going on in there.
Novartis and our partners in the Migraine Association of Ireland have been thinking a lot about the problems that people with migraine suffer at work. It's just been fantastic to get together a group of people who are not immersed in the problem so they can look at it with fresh eyes and use the design thinking process, which really seems to throw up some brilliant solutions.
So we were going to immerse them in the world of the migraine through the use of a migraine bus.
Design thinking helps us put people at the centre of our design process. So we're empathising with them, we're trying to think what is it that they think and feel about an issue so that we can design a solution that will actually work for them.
Our guy in our scenario was called Harry, so we wanted to make him a very real person and actually make it appropriate for him, so it was approaching it in a very real life way.
We need to start recycling more plastics, and really today and this evening is all about how we can solve that problem.
So when we have packaging, we want to know, is that packaging actually serving a function for us, or is it just prettying the stuff up and making us want to buy it? We put together a set of problem statements, so we figured out what problems were and how they might be defined from different perspectives. We then classified them and then came up with a user scenario, so somebody who would be affected by that problem.
There have been a lot of discussions along the way as to is it focusing on the packaging recycling the issue, or is it actually looking at how we could reduce packaging full stop?
If you have excellent packaging, which is absolutely necessary, it's this tiny dot in the middle and you can't see it. And if you have completely rubbish packaging that is doing all sorts of things you don't need, then it is a complete black circle.
We certainly have got some ideas out of it, and we have to look now to see if there's some of those that we can put into practice.
My hope is that it gets bigger, that we do this in more locations with more people, not just thinking of ideas, but actually putting them out there, prototyping, getting them into people's hands and seeing can we fix these things.
The sponsors here tonight who actually have the power to make changes, we're really excited about some of the ideas, some of the seeds that were planted tonight, and let's hope that Think Tank has something to deliver for us in the next coming months. We'll just have to wait and see.
I think this was really well done. It was a really good mix of people and very successful.
Would I do it again? Oh hell yeah. Sometimes it's easier to fix somebody else's problems than it is to fix your own.